What's wrong? Is this nozzle thing?
No, I've already checked it.
Something's stuck. Just can't reach it.
Don't touch it.
I won't. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. You're right.
Where did all this come from?
I don't know.
What is it with you, Millie? Every time you help me fix this machine, something else goes wrong with it.
I don't think it likes me.
The Foster's effect. Listen. Do we have your attention, Mr. Madari? Mr. Wraithwhite?
Yes.
This... Come here. This is probably the most important concept we will ever discuss in this lecture theater. Equivalent in magic circles to Einstein's theory of relativity, Heisenberg's uncertainty principle, and Borjowski's treatise on buttered toast. There we go again. Always buttered side down. Well, not always. Only when it matters most.
So why are you going away then?
I told you to study rocks and stuff.
With girls?
The girls at my college, girls are studying rocks too.
Like Annie Clark and Jeannie Stevens?
Yeah, and others. Look, I'll be home on Sunday.
You said it finished on Saturday.
The work, yes, and then there's a bit of a party afterwards. Millie, didn't you say you had a lecture at 10 o'clock?
It's nothing very important.
The Foster's effect has always been around. It was first mathematically described as F equals C squared M in a paper published some 30 years ago by a certain Dr. Foster. One of sorcery's great mysteries. Was there, is there, a real Dr. Foster?
Go on.
We don't think so.
I do.
Well, that is your privilege, Asmat. My guess? It was probably a pen name adopted by an eccentric wizard or wizards who are trying to keep out of the limelight. Either way, I doubt we'll ever know the truth. It's been 30 years, and since then, nobody's heard a peep.
Have you read this?
No?
If we're going somewhere new, it has to be the Kashmir.
Oh, now is that the...
I'm sorry I'm late.
Oh, sit down, Andrew, sit down. We're just discussing Saturday's staff supper.
Well, excuse me, I wanted...
Something troubling you?
Have you read this?
Dr. Foster in Kidnap Conundrum. Yes, I have.
And what'd you think?
Load of bunkum. It's a spoof article, a space filler.
Dr. Foster, rumoured to have found a way of getting around the Foster's effect.
Rumoured by who? No one's ever met the blighter.
Has vanished, believed to have been kidnapped.
Always has been vanished.
Foster didn't invent the Foster's effect, you know. It's an old law. In the Middle Ages, it was known as misgone spell. Misgone, gone astray. The law that says all magic will rebound on itself.
Quite. Well, what do you think, Starfinder?
Well, I think there's
The
something...
Kashmir or Betty's Tea Gardens?
I think we should stick to miseries. It may be under new management, but we've got a regular...
Just a minute. Now, just suppose for a moment that there really was or is someone called or calling themselves Dr. Foster, and that all these years he's been working on a way around the effect. Say a spell casting machine free of any Foster's effect. I mean, big magical breakthrough here.
It's a spoof. It has to be a spoof.
Foster here! I die! Open here!
What was that?
Don't know. Thunder, maybe?
Sure I felt the ground move.
You sure that was Dr. Foster's voice we heard? A bit of a strange coincidence.
No, not at all. We were focusing on the doctor and the possibility that it may be in grave danger. This enabled his mental anguish to manifest itself.
Extraordinary.
We need to construct a matter transporter powerful enough to bring the doctor to us.
That would be impressive, Andy, if you could do it.
You'd better get your students together then. We'll need all the help we can get.
But how can we summon someone who we don't even know where that someone is?
We douse for them.
Well, in that case, you'll need something that belongs to him.
No, his name will be enough.
Andy, what if there's another Dr. Foster somewhere?
A medical doctor, a doctor of philosophy. Quite a few out there, I imagine.
There's got to be a way. There must be.
Perhaps I can help. It was the day after Queen Elizabeth's 21st birthday. The second Elizabeth, you know, and not Henry VIII's daughter with the red hair.
What was?
The day the letter arrived.
It's a race against time. The fate of Dr. Foster himself could depend on us.
Do you think he cares?
Starfinder?
No, Ben.
What?
He says it's a science trip, but he's off to the beach for the weekend with girls. He's going to forget all about me until he comes back on Sunday, after this wild party. Do you think I should do a spell on him?
What?
Just to, you know, make him think about me all the time kind of spell.
Are you crazy? Really, you're getting totally spell happy. There's enough of it around here, okay?
Antimony. Everybody keep that back to last. Flame, penny snake, hemlock.
Have it.
1 gram less potion going clockwise, Tim.
I have it, look.
Formula for the Foster's effect. The original manuscript?
It arrived from my letterbox 30 years ago, with this little note that said,
To Jonathan Shakeshaft, because you've been around long enough to realise how important this is. Dr. Foster.
I sent it straight off to the editor of the Sorcerer. No good with sums myself. The rest, as they say, is history.
Well, come on then, let's get on with it. Que quam quo quam res erat, qui cum que illuminat. Suffering bat's wings.
Australia!
Oz. Wollongong. Down under. Have you ever tried bringing someone through the center of the Earth, Starfinder?
Magnetic transference. Not really through the Earth, but around it. Pretty tough to do, though.
No. Everybody on deck. Fitz, all right. This is going to take a bit of doing.
Sure is. Right, everybody ready with the antimony. Dr. Foster, hic animat, ex Wollongong, hic sepenet. Now. That can't be Dr. Foster. Who are you?
Who are you, drongos? What kind of outfit is this?
Weirdsister College, Cambridge, England.
Struth! The sort of sheep station I'm accustomed to.
We heard a cry for help. Mayday, Mayday, Foster here.
What do you want with Dr. Foster?
I knew it. She must be his assistant.
His cook, more likely. So you do know Dr. Foster. Has he been kidnapped?
Ah, you bet. Yeah, kidnapped, bushwhacked, swiped away.
Why? Were they after his plans?
Plans?
For a machine to get around the Foster's effect. It was written in this month's Sorcery magazine.
Oh, what's it now? Oh, g'day, miss. You got a nice smile. Could I trouble you for some brew and a billy of hot water?
Brie.
What is she talking about?
Key! Don't worry, Mrs.
Miss, Josie's the name.
But Miss Josie, where is he, this Dr. Foster?
Couldn't say. Couldn't say.
Well, in that case, I'm going to take our visitor here for some refreshment.
Thanks, sport. I'm driving a dead dingo.
Quite. And in the meantime, Andy, try and locate our doctor. I think you should keep your team working on this one. Come along, old girl.
Hi, Millie. What are you doing?
I just want to make sure.
A forget-me-not potion.
It'll wear off after a few days.
We don't trust him.
I do. It's just... we haven't known each other for that long, and...
Millie, it's not fair. To you or him.
just this once. Won't ever do it again.
Good tucker, this, mate.
Well, after what you've been through, it's the least we can do.
The whole flaming earth, Alicia.
Well, have another scone.
Don't mind if I do. So, let me get this straight. This Starfinder is a bit of a mad keeney on the Foster's effect research.
Like a dog with a bone.
And just when he's chuntering on about this kidnap caper in the paper, you hear the doc calling for help.
Foster here. Mayday, mayday, I'm being kidnapped. Help.
Right.
Is that significant, do you think?
Could be.
Come in.
Hi, I'm Dr. Andy Starfinder.
Been hearing about you.
We've been thinking this through. Given there's no way to get to the doctor, it is vital we find out at what stage he is at in his research. Was the doctor working on anything like a machine?
I mean, some kind of spell-casting machine that produces no Foster's effect.
Exactly. Were you working closely with the doctor?
Very close indeed. Totally inseparable, us two.
Well, whoever kidnapped the doctor must be interested in the plans for the machine. They might be in possession of them right now.
Jumping Jim-butts!
It's no laughing matter. In the wrong hands, such a device would be like an atomic weapon.
What's your tack, Andy?
If Josie was helping the doctor, the plans must be in her brain somewhere. We just need to find a way into it.
Oh, take it easy, okay?
Maybe a magic hypno potion.
Now, there's no need for that, sport. I'm sure I can remember everything if I put my mind to it.
This is the most important thing that's happened. We need to keep on top of this. This is what it's all about.
Magic free of the Foster's effect.
We need to make ourselves indispensable. Keep our ears to the ground. Try and work out how it works.
Yeah, okay.
Well, look at that.
I bet I know what kind of potion that is.
I've got an idea.
I don't know. It's a bit...
Are you still soft for her?
No?
Well then, be fun. And it'll teach her a lesson.
Mum says there's a special booking on Saturday night. Some of your profs having the night out. She'll be late for the Tai Chi class, so she wants you to come in and help.
Sure.
Time for goodbye then.
Well, have fun.
Excuse me, could I have one of those, please? Toasted?
I'll do it for you.
And a packet of those?
The sandwich will be ready in a few minutes.
Thanks, Ben.
That's as far as I got with Foster's original equations. You don't happen to,
I always leave the number crunching to the doc.
But the machine. There is a machine.
Oh, yeah? The machine, what a beaut.
You said you could remember?
Yeah. The grey matter might need a bit of jogging.
Okay, well, there must have been a Foster's field generating particle. Something spherical with 3 dimensions, conductivity, and...
Metal ball, I believe.
Yes, of course. Moving along a series of tracks. Right, left,
Right.
right, left.
Right.
It's a zigzag.
Right.
Like this? There must be more to it than that.
For sure.
Well, there'd never be room to build it in here.
Not a big beaut like this.
The ambulacrum.
Right.
Well, listen, you stay here and try and see what you can remember.
Fair enough.
I'll get things moving. We're gonna need all the help we can get.
Careful how you're pouring, Millie. This stuff's lethal.
I wonder what he's doing now. Huh? Wandering along the sandy shore, watching the big waves thunder into the beach.
Millie.
Picnicking on the headland while the sun sets. Wandering along in the warm evening air with Annie Clark and Jean.
What's going on here? Are you getting tired, Miss Hubble?
No, it's just I can't seem to concentrate.
Look, why don't you leave this to Miss Crowfeather, and you go along to Dr. Starfinder's lab and look after Josie. She seemed to take a shine to you earlier, and she certainly seems to need a lot of tea and buns.
You say there's some chanting to it?
For sure, Jimmy.
To harmonise the Foster's emanations?
With the vibrations of the universe.
That's it, isn't it?
It's all coming back to me.
That's what turns off the Foster's effect. Getting in tune.
Going with the flow.
Excuse me, Josie. Really?
Oh, good on you, girl. I'm dry as a bone. Lily Hubble, isn't it?
He'll be having hot chocolate now.
Will he? Wish I was.
Soon it'll be time to turn in for the night.
I've been thinking the same thing.
Oh, I'm really sorry. I don't know what's happening to me. He says goodnight, but no. Jeannie Stevens wants to sit up with him in the moonlight and count the stars. I'm sorry. I can't stop thinking about my boyfriend.
That's normal. Girls your age.
Not like this. 1, 2, 3. That's Orion.
Hold on. You've been potioned. Say ah. Oh, forget me not if I'm not mistaken.
Ethel.
Who's she?
A friend. No, an enemy. The coffee cups. I wonder why she had that odd look on her face. 26, 27, Sagittarius. It's my own fault. Polestar.
How come?
Oh, I made the potion for someone else. She tricked me into taking it.
That's a mean trick. That'll rebound on her. But not too clever of you in the first place, was it?
Cancel the crab. Oh. Is there some sort of magical antidote for this?
Oh, where magic's concerned, Millie, less is usually more. It'll wear off eventually. Meantime, let's try and stop you thinking about so many stars. You sit down there, girl, and pay attention. Okay, let's start again.
Did you see the state of Mildred?
That's not important. What we need to do is establish the whereabouts of the works end of this machine.
The what?
It's a machine. It can't cast spells itself. It has to empower someone to do it. There has to be an energizer somewhere.
So then, we take the coefficient of magical expansion, kappa pi, over 7.462, and the universal constant lambda, and add them into the equation.
I knew the Foster's effect was complicated, but...
It's simple and elegant. Now, the next bit takes a bit of doing, so watch and concentrate.
Very impressive, Josie.
Just a bit of fun, Shaky. Keeping young Millie here entertained.
About the anti-magic potion you asked us to make, Josie.
We've had a kind of inspiration. We think it needs a cauldron.
At the heart of it, with the anti-magic potion in it.
See, most potion stuff, you know, it's disgusting, you know, bat's blood, pondweed, eyes and newt, all that.
This should be really tasty stuff.
Onions.
And aubergines.
Tomatoes.
Can't do without it.
Spices.
What a great team you are. You know, Doc Foster always says it's a matter of inspiration. So off you go and brew it up. See how it tastes. Follow your noses.
Let's go. Thank you.
I actually came, Josie, to have a word about a couple of our foundation students who are getting dangerously caught up in the power potential of this machine. But I realize now that everything is just as the doctor ordered.
So, what do you think?
Fair dinkum, mate.
Is that good?
It's more than good, it's all right.
Does it really match the doctor's plans?
Perfectly. Ah, here come the boys with the fuel.
Excuse me, Josie. You said perfect.
Would like you to see this lever arm. There still seems to be something missing from the end. It needs a kind of...
Empowerer.
Wipe me with a string of sausages. How could I have forgotten that? How can we have Foster's free magic with no Foster's free magician? Well, we're just going to have to take the whole thing apart and reconnect it. Question is, do we have the time?
This is it, Ethel. Time to become Foster's free magicians. Take the potion.
I'm not sure about this.
We can't just go over there and stand there. Someone will stop us. It's safer than a spell, anyway. It'll wear off in a few hours, and by then, we'll be the ones.
Well, is it ready?
Ready as she'll ever be.
Great. Let's get a move on.
Are you going to stand under it then, Dr. Starfinder?
We gotta make sure it works first. Just gonna try a dry run. Right? Everybody stand back. In your places. Here we go.
Got to be kidding.
You've been leading us on from the start, haven't you?
Hold on. No need to work up a sweat, mate.
What about Dr. Foster?
The doctor's here already. Isn't that right, Josie Foster? You, all questions can be answered at the staff supper at Misery's.
No, I was supposed to be in the kitchen.
No worries, Millie. We have a custom in Oz of BYO, bring your own. And my two mates here have brewed up a beaut. In fact, I think we're going to need some extra help.
Wait a minute. What happened to Hubs and Ethel?
Oh, they're a bit tied up at the moment, but I'm sure they'll be along later.
What I don't understand is, who was it that we heard cry for help?
Oh, that was me.
But you said you hadn't been kidnapped.
No, I hadn't then, but I was about to be. Like all of you.
Oh, the backwards Foster's effect. I should have known.
So we heard Josie cry out for help because she's going to be kidnapped later.
By us.
We're the kidnappers?
No offence.
And you just decided to have some fun with us.
And get my own back for being dragged from down under. The reason I kept my head down all these years, you know, well, after I'd worked out the Foster's effect, I gave up magic altogether. I don't know how you all feel, but if you ask me, it's more trouble than it's worth.
Ben, what are you doing here? What about the Saturday night party?
I thought I'd give it a miss. It's not fair to leave you to deal with all this on your own. Anyway, I couldn't stop thinking about you.